Earlier spoken about e-commerce versus Kirana stores. Earlier you had said that you're concerned about the growth of e-commerce. Of course, then you've softened your stand as well. You said that you're definitely in support of e-commerce as long as there is fair play and as long as there is balance.
First of all, I have not changed my stand. My stand has been very consistent even on the comments I made 4 years ago, the comments I made 3 days ago, or the comments I made 2 days ago. The stand has been the same. I have never been against e-commerce. What I am against is the misuse of our e-commerce laws. Even 4 years ago, if you look at my comments, I recognize the importance of technology in our lives, the convenience it gives, the fact that efficiency will go up. But our Kirana stores have been our lifeline for years and years. They don't play the role only of a store. They become a part of our ecosystem, our families. I explained that in great detail both yesterday and day before. And therefore what I have consistently said, now of course the media would like to have a headline that I am against e-commerce on day one, and day two I have softened my stand. I've been trying to figure out in my head that when did I soften my stand, when was my stand hard in the first place. But to be fair, and in a way if I have a softer stand, it's good for my image also. But to be fair, what I'm only against is the misuse of the law of the land. India deserves to protect and ensure the organized growth of small retail, khudra vyapar as we call it, and we welcome all sorts of technologies. I have consistently said, and I have interacted with all e-commerce companies on more than one occasion, that there should be a marriage of the two ecosystems. The big format e-commerce has a role in our lives as long as they also subsume and marry the small retail stores across the country. Such a joint venture or a collaborative approach is what will be in the best interests of India.
So what kind of policies and regulations can be brought in to ensure structure and there's no predatory pricing? And no FDI violation?
We already have policies in place. I think if everybody just sticks to the spirit and the law of the land, it doesn't need any other policy. It doesn't need any clarification. Everybody knows what the policy is. Everybody knows what they have to do. But if some smart Alex think of coming up with innovative corporate structures to misuse the flexibilities that we often give in the framework for ease of doing business, it's very unfortunate. I'm hoping that with my message to all of industry, they will all work within the parameters of Indian law and Indian policy. I would ideally not like government to get involved in a sector which is growing, which is doing well. I would ideally like self-regulation of the sector and everybody in the sector recognizing that my 10 crore small Kirana stores, mom and pop stores, retail stores are important for India, and they are a big source of employment, a big source of income for a large part of the middle class in India. And all that I've said is for making this whole e-commerce ecosystem more inclusive and more sensitive.